Small-scale fisheries form a backbone of the economy and society in many coastal countries, providing income and food security to millions of people.
Small-scale fisheries, which operate in the inshore areas, in mangroves, in the coral reefs and the seagrass beds, are important in supporting food security and supporting the economy of many countries, especially in developing countries. It is estimated about 50% of the small-scale fisheries is landed globally, and in Kenya we have about 14,000 fishers operating in 3,000 small crafts. They usually use traditional gears, which may be traps, nets, hand lines, and hooks and sticks. And they land mainly finfish, mollusks, and crustaceans.
Despite their importance, small-scale fisheries are not well documented, and their contributions to sustainable development goals are not known.
Small-scale fisheries are diverse and complex and not well understood, and hence they are not well documented. Despite them being very important in supporting the economy, food security, and employing millions of people, small-scale fisheries' contribution towards the Sustainable Development Goals are not known or are accounted for.
The Fish to Sustainability project aims to enhance the contribution of small-scale fisheries to the Sustainable Development Goals. It is part of the Belmont Forum's transdisciplinary research call for collaborative research actions towards pathways to sustainability.
In Kenya, it is hosted by the Kenya Marine and Fisheries Research Institute in partnership with the Kenya Fisheries Service, the Nature Conservancy, and the Technical University of Mombasa, and the funding coming from the National Research Foundation of South Africa.
The project assesses the relationships and contributions of small-scale fisheries to the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030 in 6 countries: Colombia, Ecuador, Madagascar, Mexico, Nigeria, and Kenya. This initiative addresses a range of sustainable development goals, including no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, gender equality, decent work and economic growth, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, peace, justice, and strong institutions and partnerships for the goals. Specific objectives of the projects are to develop nationwide communities of practice in 6 selected country case studies, develop methods that can capture the interactions between small-scale fisheries and sustainable development goals, identify relevant pathways for sustainability in different national contexts, and provide recommendations to move forward. The Kenya case study started with a project launch and stakeholders workshop in November 2022. Stakeholders from government, non-government, and local communities were introduced to the project and were engaged in a rapid appraisal of different small-scale fisheries operating along the Kenyan coast to rate the contributions of these small-scale fisheries to sustainable development goals. In January 2023, a team of researchers visited small-scale fisheries actors in the fishing communities to further investigate their contribution towards the Sustainable Development Goals. Interviews were conducted with members of beach management units in several landing sites in the north and south coast of Kenya. The actors were interviewed on several aspects of the small-scale fisheries related to the targets of the Sustainable Development Goals. The aspects include those related to environment, small-scale fisheries practices, access to resources and markets, food dependence, well-being, and economy, among others.
Bado sijawasikia.
Nishawahi kusikia kwa KEMFSED zikitajwa tumeenda kwa seminars.
Bado lakini ukiniambia ninaweza sikia na nikajibu kwa ufafanuzi.
15 years ago nyuma kulikuwa samaki vingi. Lakini sasa samaki unaona wavuvi wanaenda baharini, wakirudi wanarudi kitopu. Waende baharini leo wanarudi na trea moja, waende tena wanarudi na trea tatu.
Hichi kijiji kiko na vikundi tofauti. Na hichi kikundi ikiwemo BMU kuna vikundi 4 zaidi ambavyo pia kinashughulika na masuala ya mazingira. Kuna upanzi wa mikoko, kuna masuala ya beach cleanup. Kwa hiyo mazingira yamedumishwa na mazingira yako sawa.
Mabadiliko ni kama sasa wavuvi wamekuwa wengi, vyombo pia vimekuwa vingi na samaki nao wamepotea. Samaki ni kidogo.
Uvuvi nimetangulia ni masuala ya season. Na alafu kuna mambo ya kama climate change. Inatokea tuweza kuwa hii ni season nzuri, lakini mabadiliko tabia nchi yameleta infection fulani kwamba kiasi cha kuwa mapato pia yanakuwa chini.
Mazuri ya kupata kwenda kwenda baharini kifaulu kwa samaki wengi, niko na matumaini kuwa nitapata pesa nyingi. Lakini unapovua samaki wengi na huku nako pia hushuka bei.
Wakati wa kaskazi huwa ni kuzuri, lakini kama ni wakati wa low season, wakati wa kusi, huwa kuna mawimbi makali na milango yetu huku kwenda baharini. Sana watu wanaanguka na boti kwa sababu hakuna milango mizuri ya kutoka kwa bahari kuu.
Kuna changamoto nyingine kama hapa baharini. Maybe kama wao samaki, uchukuzi wa kuchukua samaki kutoka baharini kuleta juu. Huwa BMU ya Mkunguni iko haba na hivyo vifaa vya kuchukulia samaki kule chini na kulingana na mapato yangu, kwa sababu ndio kazi ambayo inanisaidia kuchunga jamii yangu na ni kama ambaye nimejiajiri kibinafsi.
Beyond scientific findings, this work will support transformative changes in small-scale fisheries from the local to the international levels in order to contribute better to sustainable development goals. From the study, it is evident that about 80% of actors in small-scale fisheries are not aware of the Sustainable Development Goals.
In their daily activities, they contribute significantly in one way or another towards the Sustainable Development Goals, and making them aware about these goals, they will be able to improve and be able to achieve their contribution towards the goals.
Even though the actors may contribute significantly to the Sustainable Development Goals, the level of awareness is still low. Therefore, there is need for awareness and sensitization.